Oh, wondering that was the sound of of the cattles from the cattle car that I got for Christmas, and I'll just try to ignore while I'm try to try to tell you guys. So this is the layout I've been working on. You see these operating locomotives. I got the CSX GP35 and the Union Pacific 844, the Living Legend, and last the Union Pacific Big Boy number 4008. And I got it about 2 years ago, and I'm really happy that I got this locomotive. And I got to tell you, that thing is super dang loud. And and behind 844, I have a Union Pacific SD 70 ACE diesel unit. But if I'm wrong on what kind of class is called, but just let me know. So anyway, let me give you a tour on this layout. So right here, I've been working on the tunnel from that end to this layout. It created a hill. I've been having a little issues with electronics. I had to make lots of adjustments here and there. And along here, I have a I have the houses. Um, I'm still figuring out the shape for the highway to go over this covered bridge to that section and all the way to that barn house. And of course I have the I forgot what it was called. Um, anyway, the what I've been working on is trying to build the tracks to go into this rail yard that I placed my locomotives. And here is the Union Pacific 1943 being powered with A44 so that it can use it as a backup for A44. And here's Big Boy. He's going to be the only engine to haul heavy freight. And right here, I'm still working on where I can install my turntable. It's it's a little difficult because of the space that I have. To have these buildings that I have that I wanted to create a more of a town area. And yeah, it's kind of it's kind of frustrating sometimes, but anyway, um, but the progress is still going, and I've been working on it for about like 6 or 7 months, um, because my grandfather he just wanted to build this layout, for me to construct it, and he wanted to operate the trains, and he wanted to see them operating. And then anyway, and over there I'm working on for uh, for the tracks to go onto the siding, but this is just a temporary section. But I'm still working towards building the viaduct. And forgive me if I got a little distracted from the cattle car. But anyway, the bridge that I'm working on is called the viaduct. Trying to model after the Milwaukee Roads bridge from northern Idaho. And then excuse me. And over here, I created this little town section. I call it Kathleen City. I name it after my grandma, and it's a logging town, but I'm still working on the mountain sections and where the abandoned mine is going to be, and of course have a sawmill over there, and and yeah, it's it takes some time to build and so on. But anyway, and right here is is my new locomotive that I got about 3 months, I think. This is a 460 wheeler from the 1900s, but I need to look further ahead. But anyway, and I'm gonna say it. Hello, guys who are commenting, and if you wanted to ask some questions, I'd be happy to answer for you. So, and over here, I've been carving the styrofoam about a few months ago, and it's not easy without using the wire brush. So I use a chisel knife to shape it up and try to make it look like it's been carved. And, you see the little gray here and there for the rocks, and I added some trees and this crossover bridge. Just give it some visualize. And over here, I've been working on the tunnel, and I found some of the portal tunnels, or say tunnel portals, I should say. um, so I'm still sorry, forgive me. My words is just kind of tongue out for a minute. So the tunnel portal that I got was from a previous owner um, named Isaac. The from Bridget's wife. Sorry, Bridget's husband created the customized tunnel. And thank you, Maverick F1S2N. Yeah, and and I just I just figured it would be perfect in that corner section, and and after that, I've been trying to work on this town over here. I call it Johnsville. I name it after my dad, and this is just for my Apricot and Western Railroad story that I'll be later upgrading this layout more into the future to make sure that everything is built and ready to go for the story. and and I'm still working on it, the passenger terminal, the freight yard, so on. But anyway, I'll just get started on operating the locomotives. Enjoy. There we go. So here's 844 going over a temporary bridge right here, and it looks like looks like UP 9. So 844 is struggling. Just give me a second, fellas. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. sorry about holding and muting. There were some issues, so I don't want to take any risk on my locomotive. So let me put this back on. There we go. All right. Here we go. So here comes 844. So, anyways, The A44 that I got is made by Broadway Limited Imports. You wouldn't believe how much money that thing cost. And it costs like $500 from eBay, but I was happy to get that locomotive. One of my favorite engines. And the coolest thing about my Broadway Limited Imports A44 has a smoke unit where it can be activated from the control from your controller to the switch underneath the engineer's cab. And it will chuff out from the smoke coming out from the stack, even whistle. It's it's really cool, but maybe I'll operate it at another time. But for now, I'm just running it without smoke. And let me close it off on the screen so that you can see it closely from coming through the bridge and coming out from the tunnel. Just a moment, folks. And while we're waiting for the train, here's an area you might like. Look at that. Okay, here's the schoolhouse, and right here that you were seeing, that's the city hall and the police station. All right, here comes 844. And right here, right on the siding, I have the CSX SD45-2 diesel unit, and right back there is the New York Central F7AB diesel unit made by Bachmann, and it's DCC on board, which it doesn't have any sound, but it can operate on DCC. And yeah. And this locomotive that I have, the CSX SD45-2, 8972 was a it was I purchased the locomotive that I have, the CSX 8972 was from a previous owner, from Bridget, but her husband passed away, and sadly he passed away, and the coolest thing, I wanted to help her out to find out how much money those kinds of engines cost. But the coolest thing is she just gave it all the way to me and my grandpa, and I did not expect that. and and yeah, and the same goes to the CSX F3 or F7 AB units. But yeah, and over here you can see the turntable that's sitting on was Union Pacific Alco PA1 diesel units AB. And here are some of the locomotives that I have. Some of them I might convert it to DCC. Some of them I might sell. So yeah, lots and lots of stuff. And here's the firehouse, and here's some stuff you can see. So anyway, yeah, the this bridge that I put on is the styrofoam. I had to cut it up real quick so that I can operate the trains like this that you're seeing. All right. And over here, I created abandoned tracks that which lead to the old silver mine where they haul silver to Johnsville. And yeah, it's still coming along, but slow process. Just one of those. And here you can see the a cabin right here that I added, and it's made by Woodland Scenics. It has all the lights for inside and one shining right onto the deck. And they have a pickup truck, a trailer, and of course an outhouse. and over here I have a station that is a freight station, but it's also a passenger station now. It could do both. And here's the general store, the church, and the firehouse. It's a 3-story building, and a store, and a one home. And right here I have a camper trailer right there. And over there I'm working on a small freight area for Kathleen City, in which it's still in a progress, as you can see. So let me switch out another locomotive, and so you can see more of them in action. Let me cut off for a second. Oops, sorry. Okay. Need to switch the track on the number 2. Okay. Let me bring out Union Pacific Big Boy 4008. And I gotta tell you, folks, this thing is really, really stinking loud. And also, I gotta tell you, folks, the engine is really loud, but also it lost its chuffing. One of the wires is broken off, but I'll fix it later. So here we go. And I'm gonna mute it. There. And here's the big boys hauling his freight cars. The Union Pacific Big Boy was introduced in 1941 by the American Locomotive Company, and it was built before World War II. And the coolest thing about these kinds of locomotives, that they can haul 5.5 mile long train on level track. And hello to you too, Drew. Happy New Year. It is great to see you. And the coolest thing is that the big boy, there were 23 big boys in the United States during World War II, during its last heyday for the golden age of steam locomotives. But in 1950s, there were all that most of the locomotives were scrapped, but only about maybe 6 or 7 big boys left in America. Come on. There we go. And Yeah, I kind of hear you, Drew. I'm I'm kind of worn out after I've been prepping on this on this layout. Clearing stuff for this. So yeah, I feel your pain. But anyway, the but anyway, but yeah, as you can see, um, the big boys can haul 5.5 mile long train. Just only the tracks from oh, found some dirty spots. I see, and I'll fix it later. So at anyway, the big boys, there were only about like 6 or 7 left here in America, and only one still operating is Union Pacific 4014 Big Boy. And oh, dang, I'm gonna have to clean the tracks. Come on, come on, here we go. so so yeah, and the coolest thing, about 2 years ago, sorry, 2 years ago, I actually filmed Big Boy 4014 from Ogden to Soda Springs. So oh, I'm heading sorry, I'm going to the train show on Saturday, and I'm hoping to to find the stuff that I need for this layout, and maybe possibly maybe get another locomotive. I just can't resist getting some of the locomotives I really want to get, and hopefully I find something reasonable prices, and who knows. And here he goes. Thanks, Drew. Oh, nice. And hello to you too, Jackson B24. Yeah, I hear you, Drew. Sorry. Oh, nice. Selling off your Athearn Big Boy. I mean, that would be interesting to see, both made by Athearn and Broadway Limited Big Boy together. That would be interesting to see. So, so yeah, I'm I'm really excited to go. Oh, I hate those dirty spots. I'm gonna have to clean it up. Come on, here we go. So yeah, I'm really excited for the train show that I'm going, and and that's what I'm excited for. And but for now, I'm just gonna enjoy operating my trains here tonight, because today is our The last year of 2025. We're about to be entering in 2026. And I might see you as well, Drew. I can't wait to see what kind of stuff you're getting, Drew. Let me cut off the camera just for a minute so you can see Big Boy coming out of the tunnel. Just 1 second, folks. There we go. Come on. There we go. All right. Okay, just a second, folks, and there we go. All right. Of course. More Southern Pacific Railway, Drew. Yeah. And the funniest thing, I feel I wanted to purchase more Union Pacific locomotives, but also some of the rolling stock like passenger cars. Okay, here he comes. Here's the cattle car from Broadway Limited. One of those tracks. Come on. There we go. Let's see. Well, I'm glad you're watching this video, and I'm sorry you're homesick for the New Year's tonight, but hopefully something will turn out okay. Just keep going forward. All right, here comes the closer view with Big Boy. Get ready, folks. So yeah, there's gonna be lots of track plan, and I'm hoping that to get something from the show that'll work pretty good on this. So, well, thank you. I love it when the train comes out of the tunnel, too. All right, here he comes. So tell me, guys, what is your favorite spot to see the locomotive passing through in this layout? Let's see here. Hang on. You like this spot right here? All right. Let me cut off the camera just a minute, and so you can see Big Boy passing through Kathleen City. All right. Here we go, folks. All right. Give it a good angle here. All right. Here it comes. And in another round, I'll place my camera so you can see Big Boy passing through the canyon. Here we go. Hang on. It's not going to be easy. Okay, here we go. What do you think of there, folks? Okay, here we go. Here's this locomotive right here. This one is modeled after Sierra Railway number 3, a 460 10-wheeler built in 1891 by the Rogers Locomotive Works. And this one was made by Tyco in HO scale. And when I first saw the locomotive from a show called Petticoat Junction, I think you guys might have seen it, but this locomotive, it was originally letter colored as Santa Fe Railway for this particular model, but I hand painted from scratch, and I did it about 4 or 5 years ago. But I'm still working on installing DCC on the locomotive, which is a little tricky for me, but I'm still working on it. So so yeah, that's my signature for Apricot and Western Railroad as Apricot and Western number 3, the Johnsville. And oh, the couplers have uncoupled the bay window caboose from this freight train. All right, let me get this car back in. There we go. so, so yeah, this is my signature for the show. Yeah. So, as for purchasing new locomotives, I'm planning on purchasing maybe an Alco PA diesel units in DCC, and maybe get another steam locomotive. But there's a lot of things on my list. So yeah, that's why I'm looking forward in the future to purchase new locomotives for this show, but also for myself. So have any of you guys seen Unstoppable with Chris Pine and Denzel Washington? The the based on the true story of the runaway train. Let me know it in the comments section. Oh, oh, not again. The caboose has uncoupled from the back end of the train again. So, anyway, folks, oh, just give me a 1 second. Let me try to catch the caboose after Big Boy push it all the way over here. All right. So, anyway, so yeah, the town right here, Kathleen City. I name it after my grandma. I'm making it as a logging town for the Apricot and Western Railroad. There's a ton of story that I have in mind for the show, and the same goes to Johnsville. And I'm really excited for the progress to build. And 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 the forgive me, folks. I'm my words are kind of tangled up. but anyway, so the whole thing on this layout, I'm working on the story for Apricot and Western Railroad. It's a made up story that it's located in northern Idaho, and it's it's taking place from the 1890s to all the way to the present, after it merges with its a rival railway, the known as the Mitchell Valley and Rachel City Railway. It's a railroad that it's operating from from Montana to head west, all the way to Mitchell Valley, Idaho, in which I made it up. that's all in that's all at my own design, and and the the railroad itself, for Apricot and Western Railroad, is built from Wallace to Johnsville, and then later the construction of the track started building from Johnsville all the way to Mitchell Valley, almost there. Because in my story that Apricot and Western Railroad thought that the Mitchell Valley would take one of their precious commodity, silver, so so we could keep the town and also the railroad operating with silver. And then later they looked at it at the logging community, and then the construction of the roads began as the Transcontinental Railroad, I would call it. Two rival railroads head on, and after the construction in in the the early 1900s, and then a few decades later, Apricot and Western Railroad and Metro Valley Rachel City Railway both merged in the 1970s because of the Burlington Northern Railway. They were kind of worried that they would be bought out. so so they linked up with the Union Pacific Railroad from southern Idaho. So they decided to merge with each other and constructed the tracks going from Mitchell Valley through Sun Valley all the way to Pocatello. So that's my story that I'm working on. So, anyways, would you like to see Union Pacific 1943 and CSX 8972 hauling the freight train? So, all right, I'll take that as a yes. So let me stop, big boy. Okay, let me put down my phone for a minute. All right, here we go. Let me uncouple big boy. Let's see. Yeah. Let me show you when CSX SD45 and the New York Central F F9 diesel units passing through. Let's see here. Let me. Okay, give me a minute, folks. Okay, there we go. Oh, sorry there. There. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna stop the trains right there so I can park Big Boy on the other side. There we go. Okay, so we need a little Big Boy. Wrong button. Can you hang on that? We're 89.72. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let me get my Union Pacific 1943 out here. Okay, there we go. Alright, everybody. I got it set up for the both New York Central F7AB diesel unit and the CSX 8972, linking up with 1943 Union Pacific support our troops to haul the heavy freight. Let's get this thing show on the road, shall we? Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to switch from the siding. Hang on a minute, folks. Oh. Hang on a minute. Okay. Here you go, folks. So you can watch it moving from this angle. I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Just a minute, folks. I'm taking on some real issues here. Okay. Alright, folks. What I did was I took off the New York Central AB F3 F7 diesel units. They were struggling between UP 1943 and CSX 8972. So let's get a move on. That's better. There we go. All right, folks. Take a look when the engines are coming out from the tunnel. All right, freight train is coming down from the tracks just any minute. Oops, sorry. There we go. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot to talk to you folks. Is in this section right here, I'm still figuring out to create the sidings for the engines to pass through on this in a single track that it goes around, right past through Kathleen City, right all the way to Johnsville. So, and Happy New Year to you too. And I think that'll wrap it up, everybody. I hope you guys have a happy new year, and I'll let you guys know what kind of stuff that I got from the train show this coming Saturday, and I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. And I wanted to say thank you all for watching, liking, and supporting to my channel. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you at the next station. Happy New Year. All aboard!